Hey, this is PeX and today we're going to be talking about PeX, and we're here with Pex Dk and Zcal. We're going to be talking about
Hello.
Hova, Justin, and Vivid. Alright, PeX, go
And
ahead.
bedtime. Basically, what we just need to talk about today is the whole roster mania. The the pros aren't the only people with roster changes. Our roster of Justin, Hova, Vivid, and Bedtime unfortunately decided to leave our organization to join XS Blue to receive some funding. I believe they're getting jerseys and team pass paid for, and that's just the gist of it. I can't be mad. Honestly, if I was in their same shoes, I'd do the same thing. I mean, money's money when you're under 18, and usually you might not have a job. Like that extra money just helps a lot. So I can't say I'm mad at all. That's the gist of the situation.
Alright, and now,
Well, let me
did
get
the
the.
Success
Uh-huh.
team, did they contact you?
See, that's the one thing that's the only thing that's really frustrating is the Access organization. They didn't like they could have looked at our team Twitter, and I have the management in the bio, but they didn't. I mean, like, I understand they knew Justin, but I mean, they could have at least like shot me a message before just contacting our players. Like, they contacted two of our players, and none of them were me. But I mean, like, apparently, I mean, if Justin knows them really well, then I mean, I'm sure they're a good organization. But that's the only thing that I'm kind of frustrated. To answer your question, no, they never contacted me at all.
Now, let's just a little background check for people who don't really know who PeX is. Could you kind of explain who PeX is, how it got started, its origins, and
For
so
sure.
on?
See, the reason I'm tied, see, the reason that we're actually like putting this much effort into actually like talking about this roster change is because I mean, I've had a lot of history with them. So, I played Black Ops 2, stopped playing after Black Ops 2 just 'cause, and then I took a break. Near the end of Black Ops 2, I decided to reboot my theme called Revenge, change the team name to Perfect Execution because I thought that sounded pretty baller. And in the emblem creator, I created the emblem for it, and it was actually remade, and it's the same one we have today, so that's kind of cool. Um, I made the emblem there, and it just kind of stopped. The Twitter was never used. We had decent followers too. We had like 100 followers. Twitter wasn't used for like ever. And in the beginning of Ghost, one of my old teammates who I teamed like almost the entire Black Ops 2 season with Hova, he contacted me and he said, "Hey, we're thinking about leaving this organization." It was XGN at the time. He said, "We're gonna leave them. We want to either start our own team. I believe it was called Excel, or you could just own our team. You know, don't play anymore. But you know, we both were pretty good friends, so we thought that'd be the best of both worlds." And so that's what we did. After a few roster changes, it became to the final four we have today, which is Justin Vivid, Bedtime, Hova, and so just knowing them for like 2 months, mostly just the three, Vivid, Bedtime, Hova. I knew them ever since the start of the Black Ops 2 or Go season, and then I've known Justin a lot because he streams a lot, and I'm always in his stream. So that's the only reason I'm kind of
And what
I'm
could
not really
you
upset at them.
what could you say about the players and their career success?
I know the one thing is like they like unlike me when I played is I didn't have the support to go to LANs or anything, but they definitely have the support and they really want to. I mean, they practice every day. Um, I don't know their like exact placings at other events, but I know they haven't played. The team that they have right now, they haven't played together in a single LAN. I believe they went to ETG, kind of got smacked around, but
So
apparently
these guys have
they've had
no
somebody.
LAN experience together with each
Um,
other. Is that
that four teamed after a kind of after a not so after a not so good placing at ETG, they teamed and they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, how long were these? How long were they talking to this team owner? I guess you can call it. How long were they talking with him about funding? If you know.
I believe just a day. Just a day.
Just a day.
From what I know, I just kind of saw on Twitter and he's like, yeah, it was that fast. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess, but apparently they've known the guy for a decent time. So I mean, but they jumped ship pretty fast.
Are they planning on going into any lands anytime soon?
I don't think they can go to Niagara. I think the three, except for Hova can, because Hova couldn't get his passport in time. But those three are going to Niagara, and I believe their Anaheim team pass was paid for, and their jerseys, which I think our PeX jersey design actually is going to get a waste. I just thought that kind of sucks. So they're actually really sick jerseys. But their excess blue jerseys will be paid for. But other than that, it's all on them to get placings, which I hope they place well. I think they deserve it.
What can we suspect from a new PeX roster?
See, this is something I really have to think about. Me and our manager, Conquer, is going to have to think about whether, like, what roster we want to pick up and when. Because right now we can't offer funding, which is the biggest problem. That's why I'm not really mad at everybody else for leaving, because we can offer funding right now. But I think, I don't have too much insight on what's going to happen. But if anything, my right now is I need to find funding before we pick up another good team like themselves. Because I'm grateful that they were able to play with me for so long without having actually any funding. So in order to pick up a good roster, I need to find some funding. So that's the one thing me and Conquer, that's our number one goal right now.
And what about sponsors? Have any dropped or jumped ship yet?
No, nothing yet. I'm glad because, after we got rid of a couple of sponsors, just so we can get some more like ones that we can talk to. They don't sponsor as many people we can work with as well. So they're all good sponsors. They're all really tight with us. So I'm glad they're gonna stick with the organization.
And I believe a organization offered the team before XS jumped in. Is this correct?
We've had somebody called Prime come in, but they didn't really. They said they would take them, but all they had was like experience. They weren't funding anything, and they all liked them because they stuck with the PeX. Like they really wanted to stay with PeX. So like they could just pay like if someone's offering just to pay like a little bit or not paying anything at all, they weren't leaving. They actually I'm not gonna say they just jumped ship. They tried to push for to see if we can merge organizations, which I was 100% for, because that solves our funding problem if we can merge and become like XS PeX. But I want to get that clear and make sure that nobody thinks they just like sketched all of a sudden. They tried to push for XS PeX. XS guys didn't want to. I'm not sure why, but they didn't want to. And they just kind of happened that way.
My question is where XS is getting this funding from? Because this could dry up and the team could be coming back to PeX. It could go either way.
I really like the guys. Like I said, them coming back is always a possibility. But they would have to come back pretty soon because I'd want to find a roster. But if I can't find some funding before then yeah, they're welcome back.
Could PeX possibly have two teams if they came back later?
No, we wouldn't have two teams. The one thing, XS, I don't know where they're getting funding. I'm sure they just have jobs. They actually have two teams. So they have XS and they have XS Blue. I know XS is, I think they're a little bigger. It's like their main team. So I don't know how they feel about being, I mean, in my opinion, almost like a B team. But I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how it works.
And Zcow, do you have any more questions?
If I were to ask you, where do you see PeX in 2 years? And what will you do to
I
make
think
that happen?
in 2 years, I think Puckett and Gandhi will both be wearing all PEX gear. I can guarantee that. I think we're gonna have more followers than A-Shot, and to do that, I'm gonna. Ooh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to get more followers than A-Shot. Probably have to buy some followers first. But no, seriously, the only thing that I can do, I hope it pegs to around 2 years. The only thing I can do is just keep doing what I'm doing, run the Pex Twitter, find funding, and hopefully I can get a solid team down that can just play and consistently play spot lands, and just try to get the Pex Twitter up. Honestly, I think the old roster, I think they could have been pro within the next, like this next COD or the COD after that. I think they really could have been pros. That's what I'm kind of looking forward to, but obviously now I have to find a new roster that I can feel the same way about. So in 2 years, I'm hoping we're placing top 8, and I'm hoping that we can get a decent following and some good fan base.
See, now I can see where they leave because you place these ridiculous goals in a ridiculous amount of time.
2 years?
2 years and
They
having
said
more
we should.
followers than Nate Shot. Let's
No,
go.
no,
Let
no,
me
no,
check
no, no, no.
up on how many followers Nate Shot currently has.
No, dude. The whole more followers than A-Shot thing was a joke. No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we get lucky. I don't know. Maybe Nate Shot could join PEX. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Nate Shot could join PEX.
Over half a million followers.
Yeah, I knew how many people follow Nate Shot.
Good luck, my sir. Good luck.
Oh, I'll need it. I'll need it. Thank you. All right. Thanks for all your time.
All right. See ya. All right. We just spoke to Pex Dk about the roster change of PEX, and I'm curious to see what the future of PEX has. Give me 1 second, and we'll see you next time.